Hello and welcome. My name is Miles. I'm the founder and director of the Hub Vintage Wholesale, the most premium vintage wholesaler in Europe. Today, we're going to be talking about pre-orders. Let's jump in. So, how does a pre-order work? You're giving your money upfront to a company who promises to deliver you something at a later date. So when you place that pre-order, you can expect to wait between 3 and 6 months for anything to arrive at your doorstep. Now, it's important to remember that the company who's supplying you those goods doesn't actually have them available yet. Because vintage needs to be found and sourced, it takes time. Sometimes, when looking for those products, or if they take too many pre-orders, there's a good chance they won't have enough product to fulfill everything that they've promised. Did you order 500 Ralph Lauren quarter zips? That's going to be tough to fulfill. Some of the factories we work with maybe only get 200, 300 a month. So that could add 2 or 3 months to your time schedule. It's going to take maybe 1 or 2 months to ship it over, customs times, processing. So I think a lot of the companies, if you are ordering pre-order with no expected deadline, you can wait between 3 months and 6 months. Typically, it's towards that end, that 6 months, only because there's so many unforeseen things happening in the world right now. It's a realistic expectation for shipping times. So how do we work? I think that's a nice way to define us, is we sell products that we have on hand. And that sounds like a very simple thing, sounds like something people do. You can go into a shop, you can buy something today. And with the world of Amazon, everyone's expecting things fast. So we like to run a really simple business model. We buy the stock, we wait for it to arrive, and once we have it, we then sell it to you guys. So what does this mean for you? So our UK customers will be able to get their products dispatched in 1 business day and arrive in 1 more business day. Sometimes we get things sent out same day, so a lot of you in the UK who have bought from us before will be very familiar that you can have stock on your doorstep sometimes in less than 24 hours, which is an amazing turnaround time. And for our European customers, stock takes between 3 and 5 days after dispatch. So 4 to 6 days is quite a common date that you want to expect. Now, when you've got those products, as of June 1st, 2025, we are going to be bringing in exclusively washed, folded, and packed products. That's a real game changer. So when the stock arrives to you, it's going to be so fresh, you can sell it straight out of the box. I don't think anyone else can give that as a guarantee, which is fantastic because it means we're keeping up, we're evolving, we're taking your ideas on board, and we're really going to push our customers forward. So not only does it save time in terms of, you haven't got 2 days worth of processing, washing, folding, putting it somewhere and flat laying it, and you haven't got to worry. As soon as you open that box, in theory, you can just lay it flat, take a photo, and it's ready to be sold. That speed is huge because if you do, for example, 1 order a month, you've got 12 months in the year. If you've got 2 days worth of processing time per box, that's 24 days. It's almost a month worth of processing that you're going to be able to wipe out completely. We're going to touch on that I think it's going to be our next video, but we'll move on for now. So with our products that are washed, clean and fresh as of June 1st, you're going to be able to sell them really quickly. So if it arrives within 2 business days, let's use the UK as an example, let's add some leniency. If we're going to play fair, if we're saying theirs is going to arrive in 6 months, let's say ours takes a week. It takes, between clicking pay and it arriving, let's say it takes 1 week. Now, maybe a little ambitious for some of you, please bear with me. We've got lots of different customers doing lots of different things. Some of our customers could sell, for example, 50 branded sweatshirts in the space of an hour. If you're on those live streaming platforms like Whatnot and Tilt, you might be very familiar with this. You are making a much lower profit margin, but it depends on how you want to run your business. Then we've got some people, it might take them a month to sell 50 branded sweatshirts. Let's find a fair balance. Let's say it takes a week. We've been a little bit lenient on the shipping side. So let's say it takes a week to arrive and a week to sell. Your full cycle is going to be 2 weeks long. As I said, ambitious for some. 2 weeks. Now, in 6 months, there's 26 weeks, if my maths is right. So in that 2 week cycle, our customers can buy and sell a full order, let's call it 1 box. 1 box of branded sweatshirts, 50 pieces, Let's say they cost £500 from us. £500, 50 pieces. Now, our customers can buy those 50 sweatshirts, get them sold in 2 weeks. They can repeat that, and repeat that. Now, they can buy and sell a box almost completely 13 times over before you can get your pre-order. So let's look at the maths on the other side. If you're buying pre-order because you're saving some money, let's say you buy that same box for £400, you're going to save £100. Everyone loves saving money. Extra 100 in the pocket, whether it's going out on a Saturday, having a kebab, a pizza, whatever it might be, £100 goes a long way. And especially with rising costs across the board, you want to keep hold of your money. That makes perfect sense. But let's see how it's actually affecting your business. So you're going to be able to pay £400 for that box and sell it for £800. You're going to make £400. You're going to double your money. It's respectable. But it's going to take you 6 months or 6 months and 1 week. Let's call it 6 months to be fair. It's going to take you 6 months to make £400. Fine. Put that to one side. Let's compare it to us. So you're going to pay an extra £100 for that same box. You're going to pay £500, and you can sell it for £800. Simple numbers always work best. You're going to have other costs. We do appreciate that. We've been in the game a very long time. Keep it simple so you can stick with me. You're going to pay £500 and you're going to sell it for £800. That's a £300 profit for that box. Now you can do that 13 times. So that creates a turnover of £3,900 for those 13 boxes that you've managed to buy and sell in that same comparable 6 months. So whereas you've made nearly £4,000, the person on the other side of the table who's pre-ordered to save 100 has only made £400. That's nearly 9 times more profit straight up. Do you see how that maths doesn't add up, for the pre-orders? That's why we've always stayed away from it as a method. We've always focused on speed over cost, because you can run your business more efficiently and you can generate faster profits. Now, if you are somebody who's worked really hard or been in a very fortunate situation where you've got 100K, something along those lines, 50K, some big numbers lying around, ready to put in your business, already in your business, maybe a little bit's working capital, you've got some in stock that exists here and now, you're selling it in a shop, you've got another 50K worth of stock that's going to arrive in 5 months, 8 months, whatever it might be. If you've got a big bundle of cash to tie up in stock, go for it. This video might not be for you, but if you're somebody who's got maybe 10,000, less than 10,000, less than 20,000, you've got to keep your money moving. Now, if you're tying up your money, it's stopping you from revolving it. It's like a snowball. Push a snowball down a mountain, it grows very big very quickly. That compounding interest effect when it comes to buying and selling is crucial. For example, let's say you're in a very lucky position where somebody gave you a job to do. Not a job to do. They said, if you do this job, I will pay you £100,000. Hallelujah. It sounds like you've cracked it, right? Everyone would love to have £100,000. But let's say you didn't do your planning right, same as the pre-orders, and that job actually took you 3 years to accomplish. That means you're only going to earn £33,000 a year for the next 3 years. It's not bad, but it's not as good as you thought it was. The same thing goes for pre-orders. It's about managing your expectations. If you can find a way to do that 3-year job in a year, then you will earn £100,000. It's the same principle with us. By being able to buy and sell our products at a faster rate and a better quality than our counterparts and competitors, you're going to be able to increase your profit exponentially, which is where we really try and focus our business. So if you want to work with us and you feel like this could help your business, make sure to check our website out down below. If you feel like following us, please follow us as well. And any comments would be very much appreciated. If there's something you want us to talk about or a video that you would like us to make, please let us know, and hopefully it'll be with you soon. Thank you.